Hello and welcome everyone for the English video session. In our last video, we discussed about discovering Tut. The saga continues. We came to know that Tutankhamun's mummy was found out from Egypt. After that, we are also told that mummy was in bad condition. It was in deformed condition. Howard Carter was blamed for doing further research. And we are also told that in ancient Egypt, people believed in afterlife. They thought that even if the person dies, they come to life after their death. And as a result, these people used to keep certain needed things with mummy, like jewelry, food, clothes, all these things were kept. Now, Secretary General of Egypt blamed Howard Carter for the deformed condition of the mummy. The reason was Howard Carter, when he found out the mummy, he found that mummy was kept in the three-layered coffin box. In the innermost coffin box, the mummy was kept. Now, this ancient Egyptian knew that certain thieves or robbers, they knew that they used to keep some golden things, gold jewelry with the mummy, just with the intention of stealing the gold and jewelry. They used to steal the mummy too. So they did not want anything to happen with the mummy. So they had a substance which is called resin. Resin is a sticky substance. Once it is exposed to the air, it becomes hard. So what this Egyptian did, in the innermost layer of the coffin box, they first sprayed the resin and then they put the mummy of Tut. So the coffin box and the mummy got fixed. They got attached with each other. As a result, it was hard for Howard Carter to take out mummy from the coffin box. Since the message of the mummy being found out was spread far and wide, now he cannot keep mummy inside the coffin box as it is. Anyhow, he had to take out the mummy from the coffin box. So he took the permissions of the authority and he separated the bones and took out the mummy. Initially, he tried to, melt this resin by giving it a temperature, but under the sun temperature, also the resin did not melt. So he had no option but to take the authorities' permission. So उसकी वजह से उसे खुद you can say that it was hard for him to take out the mummy. उसको खुरेद के निकालना पड़ा था. एक रेजिन सब्सटेंस था जो हवा के कांटेक्ट में आने के बाद हार्ड हो जाता है, जैसे फेविस्टिक जैसा. अब एंशिएंट इजिप्शियन जानते थे कि मैनी रोबर्स दे यूज्ड टू स्टील ममी. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, इजिप्शियन ने अपने राजा की मम्मी को संभालने के लिए उन्होंने पहले कॉफिन बॉक्स में रेजिन डाला. उसके बाद उन्होंने मम्मी को रखा. तो उसकी वजह से मम्मी और कॉफिन बॉक्स दे गॉट कनेक्टेड, they got fixed, and it was not easy to pull the mummy out of the coffin box. So till then we had discussed the story in the previous session. Now we will continue this story from here onwards. So before going further in the story, let us discuss some of the new words. Blazing, you people are aware that it is very hot. Burst, move or shifted. Chisel away, to cut something with a chisel. Chisel, you can take it in the context of chipia, right? Circumvented. Find a way around. Thieves would have found a way to tackle the guards and remove the gold from the tomb. Inlaid, a decorative pattern on surface. amulet, an ornament, or small piece of jewelry through jewelry thought to give protection against evil, danger, or disease. Apron, a protective garment worn over the front of one's clothes and tied at back. Shades, a close-fitting cover. Iconic, something or someone who is symbol or it represents some other thing. Adornments, ornaments, conceal means to hide. You can take it in the context of a past tense heat, intervening, occurring in the time between events. Intriguing, to arouse one's curiosity. Startling, probably you know the meaning. I mean, it is very surprising, unexpected, or surprising. Computed tomography, also called as a CT scan. It is a three-dimensional scan of a body with the help of 100 of X-rays in cross-section together. Demise, you know this one, death. Death rattle, the gurgling sound produced in the throat of a person who is about to die. That is called death rattle. Aftermath. Aftermath means after effect of an unpleasant event. Now, I know there are many new words, but if you have a good understanding of the new words, then it will be quite easy to understand the lesson. Okay, let us continue this story further. As we had discussed in the previous video, that Howard Carter was finding it hard to take the mummy out of the coffin box. In order to melt the resin, what he did, he set the mummy outside in the blazing sunshine. He thought that because of the heat, there might be possibility that resin might melt, but it did not melt. It was given 149 degrees Fahrenheit, but nothing moved. Nothing happened with that. The resin substance did not melt. He reported everything to the authority. He wrote that the consolidated material, hard material, had to be chiseled away from beneath the limbs and trunk before it was possible to raise the king's remains. उसने authority को clearly लिखा हावर्ड कार्टर कि हमारे पास और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है, हमें एनी हाउ खुरूद के भी मम्मी को बाहर निकालना पड़ेगा. Howard had a little choice in his defense because message of mummy being found out was spread far and wide. पूरी दुनिया में मैसेज चला गया था, तो कई लोग तो एंटिक थीव्स होते हैं, ऐसी चीजों की चोरी में माहिर होते हैं. जैसे ही पता चला होगा कि चलो मम्मी वॉज फाउंड आउट, किंग्स वैली वॉज फाउंड आउट, तो लोगों ने सोचा होगा कि वहां बहुत सारी गोल्डन ज्वेलरी और प्रीशियस चीजें होगी. सो ऐसे न्यूज थीव्स वगैरह तक जल्दी पहुंच जाते हैं. सो दे can't keep mummy as it is once the message was spread out outside. He had little choice. If he hadn't cut the mummy free, thieves most probably would have circumvented the guards and ripped it apart to remove the gold. अब देखो, मम्मी was found out और मैसेज भी चला गया था. अगर मम्मी को एज इट इज कंडीशन में वहां रख दिया जाए, अगर मानो के गार्ड्स भी रख दिए जाए, फिर भी कोई स्मगलर लोग, थीव्स एंड रोबर्स वहां पे आके गार्ड्स के साथ फाइट करके भी वो चोरी कर सकते थे. सो हावर्ड कार्टर डिड नॉट वांट दिस टू हैपन विद दिस मम्मी. And besides that, in Dutch time, the royal kings were fabulously wealthy. They had lots of gold and jewelry, and lots of gold and jewelry was kept with Dutch mummy too. They could take their riches with them For his journey to the great beyond, King Tut was lavished with glittering goods. I mean, in his last journey, after he died, he was kept in this coffin. I mean, in the pyramids, wherever he was found out, there are so many golden things like glittering goods, precious collars, inlaid necklace and bracelets, rings, amulets. Amulets, we can take it in the context of Taviz and ceremonial clothes, sandals, seeds. In fact, daily needed things, everything was there for Tut. See the superstition of एंशियंट इजिप्शियन. अब देखो एंशियंट इजिप्शियन इतनी अंधश्रद्धा में थे कि वो मानते थे कि मृत्यु के बाद किंग्स, रॉयल किंग्स, दे विल कम टू द लाइफ एंड at night they will need a thing, so they had kept so many things with it. I mean the mummy, everything was there of pure gold. Now to separate Tut from his adornment, Carter's men removed the mummy's head. पहले उन्होंने मम्मी का हेड अलग किया. Severe here means cut, and cut nearly every major joint. उन्होंने जहां जहां जॉइंट थे वहां से बॉडी के पार्ट्स को निकाला. सो बोन्स में जहां पे जॉइंट आते हैं उस जगह से धीरे धीरे करके अलग अलग करके बॉडी पार्ट्स को निकाला. Once they had finished, they reassembled the remains on the layer of a sand in a wooden box with padding that concealed the damage. अब बॉडी पार्ट्स को ऐसे कुरूद के निकालने के बाद उन्होंने बाहर सभी लिम्स को, बोन्स को ज्वाइन किया. अब उस समय में टेक्नोलॉजी उतनी डेवलप नहीं थी जब ये मम्मी पाई गई थी तब, लेकिन आर्कियोलॉजी हैज चेंज सब्सटेंशियली इन द इंटरवेनिंग डिकेड्स. Now archaeology focuses less on treasure and more on the fascinating details of life and intriguing mysteries of death. पहले के जमाने में लोगों को चीजों में इंटरेस्ट रहता था, finding golds, vessels and all. But now archaeologists, they are more interested in finding the details of the people who used to live in that particular era. वो कैसी जिंदगी जीते थे, उनकी लाइफस्टाइल कैसी थी, ये सब ढूंढने में लगे रहते थे. It also uses more sophisticated tools including medical technology. Now this Tut's mummy was found out in 1922. After that they could not do anything, but in 1968, more than 40 years after Carter's discovery, an anatomy professor x-rayed the mummy and revealed a startling fact. एक anatomy professor ने उसके ऊपर 1968 पे study की, and he revealed some of the startling, surprising fact. Beneath the resin that cake his chest, his breastbone and front ribs are missing. Unbelievable. जब मम्मी पाई गई थी तब सब कुछ ठीक ठाक था, लेकिन 1968 में जब उसके पर एक्सरे स्टडी की गई तब पता चला कि इस मम्मी का ब्रेस्ट बोन एंड फ्रंट रिब्स आर मिसिंग. नाउ हु विल बी ब्लेम फॉर दिस? एक तो जहां पे वो सेक्रेटरी जनरल होगा उसके पर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आ पड़ेगी, क्योंकि तुमने अच्छी तरह से देखभाल नहीं की, तो एज अ रिजल्ट ब्रेस्ट बोन एंड फ्रंट रिब्स आर मिसिंग. दूसरा तो हावर्ड कार्टर पे भी ब्लेम आ जाएगा क्योंकि उसने मम्मी को बाहर निकाला था. सो व्हेन ही वाज रीअसेंबलिंग द थिंग्स ही माइट हैव डन समथिंग. सब लोग दिक्कत में थे कि हाउ ब्रेस्ट बोन्स एंड फ्रंट रिब्स आर मिसिंग. Today is the world of CT scan, computer tomography, by which hundreds of X-ray cross sections are taken, and we can find out the details by the 3-dimensional CT scan. What more would a CT scan reveal after than the X-ray? अब जैसे जैसे जमाना बदलता गया, टेक्नोलॉजी बदलती गई, शुरुआत में एक्सरे से किया, अब सीटी स्कैन से. Now we will come to know more detailed things about whatever had happened to the touch body. And could it answer two of the biggest questions still lingering about? Lingering about, you can take in the context of hanging about. Two questions are always there. How did Touch die? Still, it is not answered properly. And how old was he at the time of his death? ये दो क्वेश्चन के आंसर आज भी पूरा जमाना ढूंढ रहा है. How did Touch die and how old was he at the time of his death? King Tut's demise was a big event. Demise in the context death. King Tut's demise was a big event, even by the royal standard, because first of all, I told you that he died at very young age. He was from a royal family, so money, food was never a problem for him. Generally, no person dies at such an early age, a natural death. It is not a natural death. So something might have happened to him, probably some disease, or someone might have killed him. But we are not sure what would have happened to him. He was the last of his family line, and his funeral was the death rattle of a dynasty. We are told that after his death, that dynasty was finished. The royal dynasty was finished in Egypt. He was the last of the heir. But the particular of his passing away and its aftermath are unclear. अभी भी आज भी उसकी लाइफ की डिटेल unclear है. We are not sure what would have happened to him. Now, from here onwards, we are having the story about Tut's life. कुछ historians ने, कुछ scientists ने imagine किया है, और probably they had collected some facts and they came to this conclusion. So this is very important part of the story, and you are supposed to pay proper attention. If you miss this one, probably you won't understand this story. Now, we are studying the dynasty of Tut. Remember, some names are awkward. Amenhotep III, believed to be Tut's father or maybe grandfather, was a powerful pharaoh who ruled for almost 4 decades at the height of 18th dynasty's golden age. Again, read Amenhotep III. Amenhotep III नाम का जो राजा था, pharaoh, in Egypt kings are called pharaoh. Amenhotep III माना जाता है कि तट के या तो फादर थे या तो ग्रैंडफादर थे. We will take it in the context of grandfather. उनके ग्रैंडफादर थे. He ruled in the Egypt for 4 decades. So 1 decade you can say 10 years. So 4 decades here it indicates 40 years. He ruled in Egypt for 40 years. And when he ruled, it was considered to be the golden age of Egypt. जब Amenhotep III का राज चल रहा था, तब वहां की प्रजा बहुत ही खुश थी. And it was considered to be the golden age in Egypt. तो आपको ये अच्छी तरह से याद रखना है कि तट के ग्रैंडफादर Amenhotep III थे और उन्होंने 40 बरस तक राज किया और उनका पीरियड गोल्डन एज जाना जाता है. After Amenhotep III, his son Amenhotep IV succeeded him, and initiated one of the strangest period in the history of Egypt. अब पहले के जमाने में ऐसे नाम दिए जाते थे, एमेनहोटेप 1, एमेनहोटेप 3, एक ही नाम रखते थे, लेकिन 1, 2, 3 sequence they will change. So after Amenhotep III, his son Amenhotep IV came to the rule, and he started the strangest period in the history of Egypt. अब आगे का लेसन हम स्टडी करें उससे पहले वी शुड हैव सम डिटेल नॉलेज ऑफ सम वर्ड्स. wacky and amusing in a slightly odd way, you can say. Airy details, strange image of touch head as visible with the help of CT scan. Forensic, you are already aware. Anatomy, the branch of science which deals with the bodily structure of humans, animals, or other living beings. Burial, burying the dead. Shrine, holy place. Pallbearer. This is quite new word for you. Pallbearers are persons who help to escort a coffin at funeral. They are called pallbearers. Hydraulic lift, a lift that uses a machine to lift or move heavy objects with pressure. Sprinted, ran at a high speed. Okay, hope you will understand those words and we can go in the story further. पहले हमने डिस्कस की कि एमेनहोटेप III थे, टच के ग्रैंडफादर. उन्होंने 40 वर्ष तक राज किया और उनके बाद एमेनहोटेप IV राज करने के लिए आए. उनके सन, he initiated the strangest period in the history of Egypt. उनका राज इतना अच्छा नहीं रहा. He was just like, you can say, an anarchist. A new pharaoh promoted the worship of Aten, the sun dish, and changed his name to Akhenaten. अब उनका ओरिजिनल नाम था एमेनहोटेप IV. अब तक यहाँ इजिप्ट में अमुन गॉड की वर्शिप होती थी. AMUN, अमुन गॉड की वर्शिप होती थी. ज्यादातर इजिप्शियन लोग अमुन गॉड की वर्शिप करते थे. लेकिन जैसे ही एमेनहोटेप IV आया, he started worshipping the sun. And sun in the Egyptian language, sun is called Aten. So he promoted the worship of Aten. And that's why he kept his name Akhenaten. You can notice here ATEN, Aten, comes behind his name, Akhenaten. So Akhenaten means servant of Aten. So you can translate in our way, servant of sun. And moved the religious capital from the old city of Thebes to the new city of Akhetaten. उन्होंने सिटी का नाम भी अखेतातेन रखा था. वहां भी अटेन आए, इसलिए पहले वहां रिलीजियस कैपिटल थेब्स था और वहां से शिफ्ट करके अखेतातेन ले गए. That was also drastic decision. Nowadays, this Akhetaten is known as Amarna. I know story is quite confusing. Simple words में आपको ये याद रखना है कि एमेनहोटेप III का गोल्डन पीरियड था. उन्होंने 40 वर्ष तक राज किया. फिर एमेनहोटेप IV आए. उन्होंने ड्रास्टिक डिसीजन लिए, जैसे कि उन्होंने अचानक से अमुन की वर्शिप बंद करके सन की वर्शिप स्टार्ट कर दी. उन्होंने अपना नाम भी चेंज किया, रिलीजियस कैपिटल को भी बदल दिया. He further shocked the country by attacking Amun, a major god, smashing his images and closing his temples. अभी तक इजिप्ट में अमुन गॉड की वर्शिप होती थी, लेकिन जैसे ही ये आया तो उसने क्या किया कि अमुन गॉड के जितने भी टेम्पल थे उसको डिस्ट्रॉय किया उसने। तो दैट वाज क्वाइट स्ट्रेंज। अब हमारे यहाँ पे कॉन्टेक्स्ट में वी इन हिंदू हैव मैनी गॉड्स, राइट? Mahadev you can say, Krishna you can say, Vishnu you can say. We all believe that ultimately God is one. अगर कोई महादेव का भक्त है और कृष्णा की मूर्ति को तोड़े या फिर कृष्णा के टेम्पल को तोड़े तो अंदर अंदर एक बहुत बड़ा विग्रह हो जाए। तो यहाँ पे भी लोगों की एक रिलीजियस आस्था थी अमुन गॉड के प्रति, और इसने ऐसा डिसीजन लिया कि सभी अमुन गॉड के टेम्पल्स तोड़वा दी। सो देयर माइट बी लॉट ऑफ ब्लड सेड इन हिज टाइम. It must have been a horrific time, according to the Ray Johnson. He was the director of University of Chicago Research Center in Luxor. ये रे जॉनसन है, उन्होंने भी इजिप्शियन लोगों के बारे में स्टडी की थी, तो उन्होंने उस पीरियड के बारे में कहा है कि जब एमेनहॉटेप IV, who is also known as Akhenaten, when he came to rule, there might be lots of quarrel, lots of fight among the people because he smashed down the temples of Amun. The family that had ruled for centuries was coming to an end, and then Akhenaten went a little wacky. फादर के एज में गोल्डन पीरियड टाइम था एमेनहॉटेप III के समय में। जैसे ही उनका सन राज करने आया Amenhotep IV, you can also call him Akhenaten, he was quite mad, wacky. Wacky means taking a mad decision. तो उन्होंने अपने फादर की सारी प्रेस्टीज को डुबा दिया, और his period was considered to be the worst period in the history of Egypt. After Akhenaten's death, a mysterious ruler named Smenkhare appeared briefly and exited with hardly a trace. अब अखेनातेन के बाद एक और राजा आया, his name was Smenkhare. उनके बारे में किसी को कोई इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है. How he lived, how much time he lived, he had hardly any trace. किसी को कोई इंफॉर्मेशन ही नहीं थी. शायद उनका पीरियड भी बहुत छोटा होगा, इसलिए nobody knows any detail about Smenkhare. And then a very young Tutankhaten took the throne. After Smenkhare came Tutankhaten, who is the hero of our story. You can see here his name earlier was Tutankhaten. Here also Aten, sun god, is attached with the name Tutankhaten. We know him as King Tut, as he is widely known today. The boy king soon changed his name to Tutankhamun. अब देखो, तुतनखातेन उसका ओरिजिनल नेम था, लेकिन उसने अपना नेम चेंज कर दिया. He changed his name to Tutankhamun. Here you can see Amun word is coming. Earlier in Egypt, before Amenhotep IV came into rule, people believed in the worship of Amun. And when Amenhotep IV ruled, I mean, at that time, so many temples of Amun was destroyed. लेकिन तुतनखातेन ने सभी रिस्टोर किया. He changed his name to Tutankhamun, living image of Amun, we call him. His name means living image of Amun, and oversaw a restoration of the old ways. Tutankhaten, or you can also say that Tutankhamun, whatever, वो अपने grandfather जैसा था कि he believed in the worship of Amun. वो लोगों के साथ सिंपैथेटिक था, and as a result he restored everything. जो उसके father ने you can say that Amenhotep IV ने destroy किया था, वो सभी तुतनखामुन ने restore किया. He reigned for about 9 years. Tutankhamun or Tutankhaten, whatever you say, he reigned for 9 years and then died unexpectedly. कैसे उनकी मृत्यु हुई उसका भेद आज भी साइंटिस्ट निकाल रहे हैं. They are making assumption only. So this is the dynasty of Tut family. कैसे उनके ग्रैंडफादर थे, फिर उनके चाइल्ड यानी अमेनहॉटेप IV ने क्या किया, फिर स्मेन खारे आए, उन्होंने राज किया, फिर जाके तुतनखातेन who changed his name to Tutankhamun, he ruled in Egypt. Regardless of his fame and speculations about his fate, Tut is one mummy among many in Egypt. How many? We do not know. No one knows. The Egyptian Mummy Project, which began an inventory in late 2003, has recorded almost 600 so far and is still counting. आज तक 600 से ज्यादा मम्मी पाए गए हैं. Scientists are doing research on all of them, but they are concentrating more on the life of Tut. They are scanning mummy and all. Certain CT scan in 2006, they were donated by National Geographic Society and Seaman, its manufacturer. King Tut is one of the first mummies to be scanned in death as in life, moving regularly ahead of his countrymen. यहाँ पे सेंटेंस समझने लायक है कि किंग टच मम्मी was scanned in death as in life. जब उसको ममीफाई किया गया होगा तो उसकी बॉडी के अंदर, बॉडी के बाहर स्पाइसेस वगैरह रखे गए होंगे. So they might have ripped open his body to preserve it for a long time. और उसकी डेथ के बाद आज 3000 बरस के बाद once again many times they might be searching on it or doing scanning on it. A CT scan machine scanned the mummy head to toe, creating 1700 digital X-ray images in cross section. Touch head scan in 0.62 millimeter slices to register its intricate structure, takes on eerie details in the resulting image. आज मॉडर्न एरा में उसका प्रॉपर स्कैनिंग किया गया. All the details was gathered. With the Tut's entire bodies, similarly recorded a team of specialists in radiology, forensic, and anatomy began to probe the secret that the winged goddesses of a gilded burial shrine protected for so long. इजिप्शियन लोग बहुत सारे गॉड एंड गॉडेसेस में मानते थे, तो वो सोचते थे कि जो तट की बॉडी रखी गई है वो गॉडेसेस के द्वारा प्रोटेक्ट की गई है. बट हियर narrator says that his body was ripped open and so many secrets are being found out after the study. The night of scan, workmen carried the Tut from the tomb in his box. Like pallbearer, they climbed the ramp and a flight of stairs into the swirling sand outside. यहाँ पे ये बताते कि स्कैन करने के दौरान 4 लोगों के द्वारा ये बॉडी यानी कॉफिन बॉक्स को लिफ्ट किया था, निकाला गया था, फिर उसको हाइड्रोलिक लिफ्ट में डाला गया था so that body may rise above the level. 20 minutes later, 2 men emerged sprinting for an office nearby and returned with a pair of white plastic pens. जिस नाइट उसके पर स्टडी की जा रही थी तट के ऊपर, वहां पे कुछ Atmosphere was very hot, and some electricity may not be working there. So as a result, two pallbearers came back in search of plastic pens. The $1 million scanners had quit because of the sand in a cooler pan. The $1 million scanner had quit because of sand in a cooler pan. Curse of a pharaoh, joked a guard nervously. अब जब उसका स्कैनिंग किया जा रहा था तो स्कैनिंग मशीन अचानक से स्टॉप हो गया था, तो वहां पे कूलर फैन वर्कआउट नहीं कर रहा था। तो एज ए रिजल्ट दीज पीपल वर सर्चिंग फॉर द प्लास्टिक फैंस। और कुछ लोगों का ऐसा मानना था कि अचानक से मशीन इसलिए स्टॉप हो गया क्योंकि शायद उसका कोई घोस्ट है या कर्स ऑफ द पैरो, शायद श्राप मिला है इन लोगों को, उसकी वजह से। Vertebrae, series of small bones which form a backbone. Orion, the constellations that the ancient Egyptian knew as the soul of Osiris, the god of afterlife. ये यहाँ पे god and goddesses के नाम आते हैं। Orion, the constellation that the ancient Egyptian knew as the soul of Osiris. Osiris, the god of afterlife, watching over the boy king according to this lesson. Eventually, the substitute pens worked well and enough to finish the procedure. CT scan के दौरान थोड़ी सी खलेल आई, लेकिन the CT scan was done properly. After checking that no data had been lost, the technician turned Tut over to the workman who carried him back to his tomb. उसके पर स्कैनिंग करने के बाद जहां पे उसकी टॉम थी वहां पे उसको वापस रखा गया मम्मी को। Less than 3 hours after he was removed from his coffin, the pharaoh again was kept in peace. Back in the trailer, a technician pulled up an astonishing image of Tut on a computer screen. A gray head took shape from a scattering pixel. जैसे छोटी छोटी डिटेल इकट्ठा करके पिक्सल की हेल्प से एक इमेज बनाई जाती है, ऐसे ही उसकी एक इमेज बनाई गई कि ऐसे शायद किंग टट दिखता होगा। And the technician spun and tilted it in every direction. Neck vertebrae appeared as clearly as in anatomy class. Other images reveal a hand, several views of the rib cage, and a transection of skull. यानी कि 1968 में जो रिवील किया गया था कि उसकी रिब बोन एंड चेस्ट बोन्स आर मिसिंग, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था, बॉडी में सब कुछ सही सलामत था। यानी कि 1968 की रिपोर्ट गलत थी। But for now the pressure was off. Sitting back in his chair, Jai Hawass smiled. He was relieved because Jai Hawass was the Secretary General of Egypt's antiquity. वो इजिप्ट का सेक्रेटरी जनरल था एंटिक चीजों के बारे में। अगर कुछ मिसिंग होता तो शायद लोग उसको ब्लेम करते। Now he was relieved. Jai Hawass smiled, visibly relieved that nothing had gone seriously wrong with mommy. I didn't sleep last night, he said, not for a second. I was so worried, but now I think I will go and sleep. By the time we left the trailer, descending metal stairs to the sandy ground, the wind had stopped, the winter air lay cool and still like the death itself in his valley of the departed. जहाँ पे मम्मी रखी गई थी, it is called King's Valley. It is quite strange place. Just above the entrance of Tut's tomb stood Orion, the constellation that the ancient Egyptian knew as the soul of Osiris, the god of afterlife, watching over the boy king. So पूरे लेसन में कैसे उसका स्कैनिंग किया गया, उसकी लाइफ के बारे में बताया गया है. Still, scientists are making assumptions that how he might have lived, what might have happened, but no clear details have been found out. But telling you what, that recently a movie is coming on his life. King Tut's Mummy is coming. I want you to watch for the scientific study on. Uh, he is one of the great dynasty. His father, great grandparents ruled in Egypt, and it was considered to be the golden age. So this is wonderful lessons based on the mummy, and some of the findings are done on touch. Hope you would have understood the story. We shall definitely come out with the question answer and discussion further. We'll send you PDF of detailed question answer too. Till then, what I want from your side is to read the lesson once again for the better understanding. Till then, goodbye. Surely will come with the new video.